Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Friday market update. Now, guys, on this session, I'm going to be updating you on the pairs that we talked about on our last session. So I'm just going to be giving an update on how they've been developing, and we're also going to be forecasting any entries that we might be looking to take on these pairs if the market does present an opportunity for us to trade them. So the first pair that you're going to be looking at is going to be the Canadian dollar over the Swiss franc. So with this one, we're going to jump on the daily time frame and let us begin. So on the daily time frame, we did see price giving us what this ascending structure and then price giving us what this continuation pattern over here that formed a breakout. So after this breakout, price did start to climb up. So this is confirming that it is having what the high probability of continuing to climb all the way up until what the 90% rule. And now moving on to our mid time frame. So on the mid time frame, so price, it seems like it is forming what a continuation pattern to the downside. So if this does break out, then this is confirming that this is dropping all the way to the downside. So if this does break out, this is confirming a pattern to the downside. But on the lower time frame, we are still focused on our overall bullish movement to the upside. So we'll have to wait for price to give us what the clear impulsive movement up and then follow through with what the continuation pattern to the upside, something along these lines. And this is how we look to enter it in the breakout. Stop loss below the structure, now take profit to the upside. So this is how I'm essentially looking at the CAD dollar over the Swiss franc. And now moving along on to our next pair, which is what the US dollar over the Swiss franc. So coming on to the daily, so I am still looking at this as a continuation structure, and this is overall confirming those buys all the way to the upside. And now coming on to our mid-time frame. So on the mid-time frame, previously, this is how I'm looking at things. So I'm waiting for this to give me what a breakout to confirm those buys to the upside. But guys, something important to note, if that doesn't happen, instead this happens, but this is the most likely probability that this is confirming that this is doing what this is dropping all the way to the downside. So if this happens, then I'll have no choice but to remove this off my watch list. Why? Because this is already confirming those downward movement to the downside. So only if I don't get that breakout on this top pattern or that top trend line, that is when I'll just remove this pair off my watch list. But let us see, price does give me what that breakout to the upside. Then this is how I'll look to enter this one. A simple breakout, impulsive movement up, and then price following through with a small with a small continuation pattern to the downside, then I'd be more than happy to execute those buys to the upside. Something along this line. So this would make a lot of sense to me if price does give me what that breakout to the upside. But if that doesn't happen, instead this happens, price just forms a continuation pattern and then breaks out to the downside. Then obviously price is confirming that this is having a higher probability of dropping to the downside along with this big ascending channel to the downside. But for now, that is it on the US dollar and the Swiss franc. Now let us move on to our final pair, which is with the euro over the Australian dollar. So with this one, let us go on the daily. So on the daily, we did see price giving us what this continuation pattern that from the breakout to the downside. And now on the mid-time frame, previously we didn't have anything. So currently we can see that price is giving us what this is a continuation pattern to confirm those sells. And then now moving on to our lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, I don't think we'll get anything because price is about to do what is about to reach that overall daily target. As you can see, even if we do get a pattern, I don't think we'll get what a risk to reward ratio that will make it at least 1:3 before we can execute on this one. So guys, this one, unfortunately, we were looking for ourselves somewhere around here, but they didn't materialize. Instead, price from like a bigger continuation pattern to confirm what that downward movement to the downside. So unfortunately, this one it's about to reach our take profit. So we'll have to remove this one. It's about to reach our daily target net profit. So it is, as you can see, 12 pips away from reaching what the overall daily target. So on this one, there's nothing much we can do on this one. So we'll have to just remove this off our watch list because there's no point in us focusing on this one, and just look at these two whether they do comply with that we are forecasting to happen. But if that doesn't happen, then obviously it's a Friday, guys. Anyway, we don't have to stress over forcing trades or making profits because the market is about to close. Instead, what we can do is just time to reanalyze again for next week and prepare for the market open. But for now, this is the end for me. Hopefully, this session was very informative. I will continue to update you if anything changes on USD CHF and the CAD CHF. But other than that, that's all from me. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.